ask me anything last
We
game.
were kind of busy trying to fix our submersible.
Yeah, we had like an underwater fight, but I don't think anything
Oh,
was. I don't think
I
it was
didn't get
anything
to do the one thing I was good at.
Well, I don't think. I mean, yeah.
Well, I mean, you were there.
Well, it's not the one thing.
Yeah.
It's not the one thing you're good at. You're good at a bunch of things we've learned, but it's the thing that you know how to do.
There he is. There's Erasmus, everybody.
Yeah.
There he is.
He's got a cell phone.
That's perfect.
Because a cell phone was that. Anyway, hi everyone and welcome to a theme party. Our Lego-tastic game here on on not Lost Lore Academia. That's a single. That's but a series on this channel called Long Lost Lore. My name's Philip.
Long Lost Lore presents a Long Lost Academia.
Lost Lore Academia. My name's Philip, and I'm your Brickmaster. And ensconcing me are our minifigures. To announce them, we have Kevin as Dr. Holden Thane, Sex Doctor. We have Ka as a normal guy named Jim, currently in undersea mode.
Right.
Now, technically, everyone's in undersea mode, but his is the only minifigure that has been adjusted for it. We also have Millie as Trees and Steel. And lastly, we have Pierce as Philion, now with biological eye. Featuring Quill.
This is one of those episodes where Quill's just in the credits, just credit only. Is what it'll say on IMDb later.
Credits, yeah. And
Quill's not in the underwater episode.
And a variety of other characters. So, first of all, welcome back, everyone. I would like to apologize both for my travel and my illness, because that is the reason you haven't had. We're behind.
How dare you live a life outside of this box, Philip?
I mean, you
You're
say
gonna have to
that
make
as
a
a thing,
ukulele
but kind of
apology
like
now.
That you're supposed to only be in this box with all of your Legos that are in locked cases.
I mean,
Yeah.
This is the only place you're allowed to be.
I don't think you're wrong.
To answer a question you texted me, Philip, and we didn't talk about till just now. I really think it's a collection that someone needs to pay a bill, so they're just selling off all their Lego. I think that's really what's going
I
on.
don't know what's going on.
But
with
it's
it.
so weird. And the
there-
more
but
that
the
it's
thing is, though-
evolving, the more it's feeling like a truck they found. Like they got maybe it's a storage unit. Maybe they got a store.
Maybe it's a storage unit. But when I pulled up there, I didn't get out of my car. I idled next to it for like too long because it wasn't even a parking space.
Yeah.
There's some people selling Legos on the street. Pierce sent me to them. I didn't get out. It felt too weird. There was
when I sent you that picture of it, I was parked across the street and they saw me like hold up my phone and they started waving me over.
I'm sure they wish I'd gotten out of the car.
Yeah.
Anyway, dice. This is the Lost. We do it every time, but I will never stop. The Lost. And I know that I think Sophia very correctly pointed out that you could tell that it's the Lost Caverns because the capital T is different than the capital C. Capital T of thee is different than the capital C of Caverns. And yet, I don't know.
And yet it's still Lost Taverns.
I think it's still the Lost Caverns.
It's like there's a really unfortunate typographic thing on a Reese's Halloween candy, the Reese's Ghost, which was it looked like a C, so it was a Reese's Choast. And I don't know if you've ever looked at the Reese's Ghost, it's already very phallic. So then
That makes sense.
It says
I was
Choast on it.
I was trying to think about it. That's pretty bad.
Yeah. All right.
I just know the eggs.
Oh, I love those. Oh my god, those Reese's eggs are so good.
Dwarven D20.
He's calling out a Dwarven D20. To recap, if anyone would like to guess, you can, but you don't have to. This will be box 12. As of now, there are four crystals, 4 Dwarven hammers, and 3 spiders. One would think it must be a spider today, but oftentimes it's not. Pierce has guessed.
D17.
Are they all D20s?
Nope.
No.
I guess it's a D8.
You will guess a D8. The only D8 where you, by default, you are guessing a crystal D8. That's the only D8 that hasn't been accounted for. So a crystal D8, a Dwarven D20, a D17.
Yep.
Do I hit the battleship?
Sure, hit the battleship. Do whatever you want.
A4. Yeah, I'm calling it.
A4. All right. So we have two real guesses and 2 jokes.
No, I'm just...
All right. And
D6.
it is a D6, yeah, sadly, but it was
Another-
a spider, so now there's 4 of each.
Another
Spider D6 first
D6.
roll is a 5. Would have recharged that dragon
That's
breath.
Spider's breath weapon.
Spider's breath weapon has been recharged. I have a small child was over here today rolling some of my dice, and his method for rolling dice is to set it on the ground and like roll it. I think because he rolls Play-Doh, so he rolls it like with his hand like this,
Sure.
like over the top of it. So it just kind of goes
Ooh,
like
yeah.
going off in some direction, and he cannot read. He's too small. But every time he does it, he waits for me to tell him the number, and then he declares the number very loudly that he rolled. Anyway, cool story. That's not the only dice I'm going to show off today. I know that we're anxious to get back to this game, but also we're not, because who can remember what happened to Net? I'm going to show you some of the dice, because I'm already on day 4. I'm just opening the Christmas Carol one every day in December in a more traditional, Advent calendar way. So for the Christmas Carol, there's like a flame, like a candle flame.
Oh, nice.
That for Ebenezer to open up and be like, ooh, what is here? That's scary. There is also, the ghost of Marley or whoever. Ooh, Marley was
The
dead
dog?
to begin with, as dead as a doornail. I just rolled a 3 with that, and the last one, also a D10, is just holly and ivy or mistletoe or whatever this is. Christmassy plant. So
Fire Force?
Or Life Force, that's fine. But it's in this like very like
Sedia?
I think it's just Holly and Ivy. I think you guys are being
Yeah.
weird. 8 I rolled on that one. Congratulations to me. Okay. Well, I guess there's no denying it. It's time to play a game. In order to play a game, we have to talk about what the hell happened 3 weeks ago.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Impossible.
Nobody knows. Impossible. Spell that impossible.
You beat me.
In our previous session, the group met with the Sharks from Shark 1, a group of minors who may or may not be of legal age. After having met with Bangs.
Oh, that's right.
Bangs.
That's right. Kevin hated that so much.
Bangs
The
Finn is her name.
minor.
And Bangs wears a very cool beanie. Bangs is on the ship. She'd like to say g'day. She has a certain kind of accent like that, g'day. As do the other members of the crew. G'day, 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 g'day. And then, of course, who you did not meet, Millie, is the captain of the Sharks, the commander, rather, of the Sharks. The commander named Boomerang Outback.
Who does not have an Australian
What?
accent.
Boomerang Outback, the commander of the Sharks. All the other Sharks have Australian accents. Boomerang Outback, however, does not have an accent. Because Philip likes jokes. But he wears a beanie, just like Bangs. Because they've explained many times that when you put on those sea suits, you gotta have a beanie. Boomerang Outback had one rule aboard the vessel. Does anyone remember that rule? Without looking it up for a gold star.
Bottled soda.
What about bottled soda?
Don't drink it.
Don't drink it. Bottled soda for special occasions. Have all the cans you want. The cans are okay. Just don't drink our bottled soda. That was his one request.
Oh, that's right.
In any case, the group realized that they're being followed by both Captain Mutt, or whatever, they don't know his name, but they assume that's the guy who sicked everyone on Jim way back at the Mai Tai Lagoon. That he is teamed up with Captain Hydrosaw, which can't mean anything good, because Captain Hydrosaw both has a hydro saw and a hook that is also a hydro saw material. So he's a cool guy. But there's a lot of PCI down in the trench that the group decided. They were like, okay, well, I guess we've got to go down into that trench. But there's a lot of PCI, the plot contrivance interference, which means it's very hard to get readings and stuff until you actually get down into it. Hard to do long range things just because of the PCI. Boomerang has never been in because it's dark and scary, and he says there's monsters, so he doesn't want to go. But the theme party convince him he doesn't love it. There might be good mining down there. So he's like, all right, I guess it's worth diving. So they take Shark 1 down, but they are followed by Ray Hunter, an evil bad guy on the Recon Ray. The group head down. They find the entrance to an undersea cavern that has like probably been purposefully cut. Some kind of temple entrance. Treason notes there is a giant statue of a bird outside of it, which means it's probably they're going to the right place. But Shark 1, to Boomerang Outback's relief, cannot fit inside, so instead, Philion, Jim, and Dr. Holden Thane get into their dive suits. Actually, maybe Dr. Holden Thane just tapes his suit up or something.
No, I put it on.
You all put on dive suits.
I didn't want to.
Yeah, and then they entered the cave. Ray Hunter followed them stealthily, but then they had a fight. But they knew he was coming, so they made a distraction by sending one of the shark scouts, these rad machines. They sent one of those ahead, crashing, and then they had a big fight with Ray Hunter. Jim shot him with a harpoon gun. It was pretty cool. He was then hit with his recon ray was destroyed. He was stunned. He floated ass up. Just trying to remind us all of the jokes of this game.
Yeah.
And he then is no longer a threat the group are still there. I think that Treason sort of wasn't with the group at this time, but we're gonna say she was there all along because of
Right, yeah, because we had originally left you to guard the ship.
they originally were like, we'll just leave her aboard like the whatever.
Guarding the ship.
And I was like, don't leave her to guard. Do not leave her to guard like the cruiser up above the waves, because this won't be wrapped in a session. So she was just on the thing, but we're gonna say that she's. We'll just say plus
she was
Treason.
right behind Filion.
Just Treason's been there. Yeah, Treason was pulling a real teleportia just 5 minutes behind everyone else. Yeah.
Nothing
It
personal.
was like the enjoying. Never been this deep underwater before. It was like, oh, look, this is what it's like underneath the thing I'm always on top of.
Oh
That's
man.
what she said.
Maybe
times did she
but then
try to
did she
take her-
sing underneath it all?
Oh, I just realized what I said.
We all
Crazy?
we heard what you said, but I'm trying to take it rather than the place everyone's mind's going. I'm trying to take it to Gwen Stefani.
Yeah.
So it's like, does Treason like, did I really ever dive underneath it? Nah, it still sounds sexual. So never mind.
Oh God.
Yes, of course, it does sound sexual.
The Commodore.
I too I once dived that deep, if you know what I mean.
I don't think you have.
And
You
you
not strike
all
me as
do.
a deep man in any sense.
Oh no, believe me, I went deep one time. 1.5 times actually, if I forgot about one time. But don't tell Treason about the half time. Hey, don't tell Treason about the half time.
I forgot just how off the rails we are on this, like from the get-go.
Is somebody saying something about the
Every
half
time.
time? to
Every
Treason?
session is this way. Every session is this way.
All right, so Treason. In that case, that's what you look like right now.
Does
Actually, the epaulets are kind of
Treason
not.
trying to take the helmet off?
No, it's just
Yeah.
I didn't take
The hat is on
off.
top of the helmet, I imagine. So
The hat is probably well. Oh, that's the thing, Treason. Would you have kept your hat on for this?
I mean, how would I?
Is it
how would
on
I put-
underneath it? Is it all bent up and folded in underneath it?
No, I would never do anything to like ruin my hat
Understood.
like that.
So then, Treason, you will just say that it's a weird fit on you, but you can see fine, everything's fine. But what is not fine is that it really digs in around your head, and you're like, oh god, I wish I had like a small hat. I don't know, like a beanie.
it's amazing what lengths you've gone to justify all of the divers wearing beanies under there.
They all should have beanies. So, now that we've talked a fair bit about how deep everyone is, how deep everyone's gotten, how many magics deep? See, I made it non-sexual by doing it.
3,000 apparently.
We're 3,000 magics down. So, now that we've gone through this, we've done a recap. You guys all together. Treason happens to be behind you. You're like, oh, cool, Treason's there. Treason, you can laugh at Ray Hunter as he floats. Ass up. Stunned. But now there is this passage ahead of you. This is what you've daved. This is what you've daved.
Delved. We've
What's
delved.
the delved. What's
Deepened.
The deepened. This is what you've
Deepened.
deepened. This is what you've. It's moose. This is what you've moosed down here for. And within the chamber ahead is whatever it is you're here for. You don't know.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. It's possible. No one knows.
Yeah.
Oh, so we can see where they line up. Yes, except they won't line up and they never will.
We're searching for the MacGuffin.
Exactly. So, you are all kind of,
MacGuffin once. Horrible man.
horrible man. Horrible man. All right. So,
What did he do to you?
Oh, not to me.
He does
Are you-
nothing, really. All he does is everyone just wants him for who knows why.
He's dead now, so you don't have to worry about it, Dr. Thane.
that's fine.
Oh,
That's all I wish to say about it.
To the hole.
There we go. There we go. Way to get it away from sexual references. As the group heads straight to the hole, they soon they have lights, they have, various things. Again, I don't have everyone in the gear, but well, he's not too hard to put into the gear. Oh, yes he is, because I gotta remove his never mind. Yeah, I'm not doing it for everybody every time. But as kind of Dr. Holden Thane goes in, shining a light from various things, you discover a chamber that, more roughly cut, is almost identical to the one in which you found the goblet on Mai Tai Island. There are much more of what treason would describe as bird insignias around the room.
Birds.
A lot of birds.
Underwater birds?
Underwater birds. No, not underwater birds, just normal, well, Jim, what you would call bats, but what treason insists on calling birds. But the only major difference, there also does seem to be some kind of like altar on the far side, although it doesn't have legs, it's just kind of sticking out from the back wall. But the only other large difference in here is there are two columns that are glowing from within with a kind of creepy, red, fiery energy, and you see it sort of burning through within the seams and cracks of those columns. If anyone would like to inspect the columns, they may do so.
Yes.
Are we still submerged? Or are we in an air pocket?
No, you're all still submerged. It's an underwater, it's an undersea room.
So investigate?
Investigate or look, I will take.
I'll go with a look.
I'll
I
go
thought
for
that you,
investigate.
I thought of everyone that you might go for look and that he might go for investigate. So yeah.
How do I do this again? Let's see.
So you roll your
Can I
D9.
also get really close
Yes.
and look at the birds and see if they're the same birds as we saw before?
Please make a look or investigate on the birds. Jim, would you like to look or investigate anything?
I'd like to detect the vibes of the place.
Make a detect vibe roll for this room. I will call on you in order of the speed with which the information would be granted to anyone doing so. Jim, actually, though you rolled last, I'd like your information first.
I failed.
Failed. Jim? This isn't your favorite part of this ride. It's kind of dark in here. Treason.
I got a regular success on my look roll. I rolled a 54.
Treason, as you look at these birds, they do seem to be intended to be birds like the ones in the other temple, but they're a lot more kind of like blobby in shape, almost as if water has kind of like further eroded whatever indentations. They're kind of much more simplistic.
Maybe were they once above water and then brought down here?
That would require an investigation roll of some kind. That would require more of a sciencey figuring out.
Okay.
I would
That's
say
okay.
I think you know enough about erosion that you can understand that water has eroded them, but you really don't know if they were carved down here and sunk or if they were up there.
Yeah. Totally fine. I have to remember I'm dumb. Amelia's trying to figure that out, but
Treason's not dumb, she's just focused. Dr. Holden
no things she
Thane.
can do.
Dr. Holden Thane, what was your investigation?
69. Success.
Nice.
Gotta put it in chat. We have an emote for it.
Nice.
That's literally what we created the nice one for. Pierce?
27 hard success.
Hard success of looking. So, I will say that we'll actually use Filian's hard success to sort of find this sort of more quickly. Filian, you notice something on this column. It actually was not totally dissimilar from the column that allowed you guys to enter the temple on Mai Tai Island. If you remember, there was like a column that had symbols on it. This one is different because it has more subtle symbols, also somewhat eroded. But you can tell that on these two columns, each one has a different symbol.
Oh,
One
interesting.
has a symbol of sharp, tooth-looking fang imagery. The other, however, has a symbol, and that, of course, tracks to you to some extent to sort of vampires. The other, however, has a symbol that is unusual in vampire stuff, at least as far as you know, although you can make some rolls since you do have necromancy and such. It is a symbol of... I'm sorry, Pierce, you're getting this 2 nights in a row. A symbol of tentacles.
Oh, that's fine.
Symbols.
Did you have
of
to
sort
do
of-
this?
I'll ask the question that got asked last night. Do the tentacles look more like tongues?
These tentacles really don't look like tongues. These look much more
Okay.
like tentacles.
Okay.
Does Lauren play in that game?
Lauren does not play in
Nope.
that game. No, that's actually
Okay.
I'm gonna throw this one into our chat as well, just for anyone who kind of wasn't. It's our tier 3 emote. Is that symbol that's from that game? The tongue in question that's a game about some dragons, and some of the dragons once read a dream journal that
Okay.
had the nightmare of a lich.
Oh.
A lich wrote a story that was the scariest dream the lich ever had, and it involved an usher and a tongue. And
Ew.
so now several of the characters in that are just objectively afraid of tongues.
That's totally fair.
And
Valid.
so
Sorry.
last night when last night they encountered a mind flayer dragon, so like a dragon, but instead of jaws was like,
Whoa.
but it was like the nicest character I think they've met in the whole game. And the mind
Just a dad making dad jokes and offering brains.
and the mind flayer dragon was basically they said are the tendrils like tongues to upset the others, and I was like, they really should be. Anyway, yes, that is a lot of emote lore. You're right. So, Dr. Holden Thane, I'm sorry you've been waiting patiently for what you've learned with your regular success, what you've sort of deduced of this. When Filion has pointed these symbols out to you and showed you that they seem to be the primary ones on both of these, Jim is in the back just not picking up the vibe. Treason's over there making weird rubbings of the birds on the walls. With a normal success, you certainly think that there's kind of some sort of one represents one thing, one represents another. But the fact that there is energy within makes you suspect that there are perhaps there are different kinds of, I mean, you saw what the last one did. You're not a science guy, but perhaps there's portals within these that somehow, correlate to these two different things.
I am a science guy.
No, you are a science guy, not a magic guy. So you're kind of what is the science of all this? You perhaps suspect I'll say with a normal thing, you think there may be something to the idea of there's something within each of these columns. There's a certain energy is bound within these columns. They may be think of them as like a containment field. And perhaps the labeling shows that one is fang, one is tentacle. One is tooth, one is tentacle.
Can I delve a little further with necromancy?
Absolutely. I'd like for you to make it, yes, a necromancy roll just of its own knowledge for its own reward. You have a 75 in these. This guy knows a lot about necromancy.
Wonder why.
Oh god, did he roll
Nope.
100?
No, I didn't. I rolled a 79, so it's just...
It's a bummer.
Oh, you know what? I'll spend luck. I'll spend luck to make that a success.
Spend luck, or spend a power and reroll.
Nope.
Okay,
I burn through those so much faster than luck.
that's fair.
So yeah, I'll spend 4 luck to just make it a regular success.
Understood. With a regular success, this is not something you have great expertise in, but you don't know anything about it with vampires specifically, but you do know that at times, those great old elder tentacle psychosexual monsters who live out there, psychosexual, that's just not everyone talks about that part, but the point is, those tentacle monsters from the far beyond, many necromancers seek these forbidden kind of knowledges. They can be, it can be a great shortcut on the path to, animating, resurrecting the dead, transforming the dead, though it tends to move things in a more sort of eldritch, eerie, weird direction. So it's not always advisable, but you know that it is sometimes so it basically you have no knowledge of like the direct connection of that and vampires, but it's maybe you're like maybe this is a vampire who's not using only vampire stuff, who's using like Cthulhu-y stuff as well.
Sure.
What's your best guess?
We may be on more dangerous territory than we've been in the past. The fang, I believe, is simply a symbol of the undead. But these these tentacles, we may be dealing with a more beast from the outer reaches.
More beasts?
Yes.
There's
What?
a lot of them? Like more? Like there's going to be a
Oh, no,
quite
it's
many?
no, there are many of them, but it really only takes one to end everything.
And
It's
has
called a more beast?
That is correct. That is the sort of like that is the family of creature. I don't know the specific species here or named entity. It's like saying
What
bird.
sort of classification is this? Is this like
to
does it come from your university or something? Is that how your university classifies all this?
University. No, I am self-taught.
Oh, that explains everything. Oh man.
I went to for-profit university.
do I if I go over there and look at the tentacles,
Mhm.
do I have any can I use my knowledge points remaining?
You absolutely.
This might not be helpful in this situation, but it could be. I don't know.
Yeah.
As a pirate, could I have knowledge on like sea beasts and like magical sea
A
beasts and like
trillion %. Absolutely.
and maybe I'll recognize tentacles as like this is a sea beast, and maybe I do understand what he's maybe talking about of some kind. 'Cause
100%.
krakens.
You 100% could know of sea beasts. I'm comfortable with you knowing of sea beasts. So do you want to put?
Leviathan.
Cool.
You want to put?
That was the word I was trying to remember all last session.
Do you want to put a
Leviathan.
full 75 in there, Treason?
Yeah, that's fine. Let's do it.
All right, then make with sea beasts with 75. I'll tell you, this is the correct thing because you would have needed better than a normal. I even would have let you try with obscure cartography because of like the monsters drawn on maps. But you would have needed a really good success to get anything useful out of that.
I would have, yeah,
But
just to see.
with
No, but
sea
I'm like,
beasts, Treason, absolutely, sea beast is the kind of stuff. And what no one,
you had
however,
to face them. Yeah, all that stuff.
what no one can get, however, under any circumstances, is any insight into what Filion could possibly mean by more beasts. That no one can get help with that.
No, that's totally fine. Treason 100% believes that he just is talking about a lot of beasts.
Understood.
Yeah.
So Treason, he's talking
I
about a
would
lot of
assume
more sea beasts. There's more sea beasts. Treason,
More sea beasts.
please make your sea beast roll. You have now have a 75.
Okay. I'm going to spend a luck and reroll.
Or spend a power.
Oh, power. Yeah, sorry, I forget what. Yeah,
Understood.
spend power to
I will
reroll.
spend
Just
one of your
because
power. Yes.
I got a 72, which is a regular success, but I just want to see. I want to see if I
And
can
the
get
great
it.
part is, if you now fail, you have the regular success. You've got that no matter what.
Yep, I failed. I got an 86, so I have the regular success.
Okay, so
We tried.
with a regular success, Treason, you're just focusing as much as you can. I will say that you, with a regular success, recognize that these. Oh God, is Treason pedantic? Wait, different question. Is the Commodore pedantic? All right, then here's what it will be. Treason. All you know is that based purely on these simple sort of like drawings here, given your expertise, you have a suspicion that the Commodore would tell you, well, technically, Treason, these are arms and not tentacles. There is a difference. just like, these are my arms, and my tentacles swing very low now. Anyway, the point is, let's eat more of this body chocolate. That's what your memory tells you. So, you believe that it's not only is this depicting sort of tentacles, it's technically they're not tentacles. You think what this is depicting is an octopus.
Oh.
Huh.
I know there's more appendages, but it's actually just an octopus.
Oh, that is much less concerning. Except with this combination, perhaps it is an undead one.
Yeah, an undead octopus.
If it's just an octopus, that should be fine. I've seen them plenty of times.
They're quite
You
smart.
Yeah. I saw them in the...
Have you sailed the high seas as much as I have and seen them in the wild?
I won't go into sailing the high seas. I've done it, but it's things you do in college, right? Am I right? Anyway, but yeah, I've seen the octopus in the aquarium.
I think we'll have to sidebar that one later, Jim.
What?
I am a registered
Aquarium.
doctor now, and I can help with that.
Oh.
I'm gonna die now. Okay, that's fine.
Depending on where this happened, you may also need to become a lawyer.
Well, I'll have some time to kill when we go back to the surface. It's just like a junior doctor, anyways. JD.
Do they allow junior doctors to operate like you do?
No, that's just what I call the lawyers. Junior doctors.
Oh, you're one of those doctors. Oh man.
It's because of JD. That's
Yeah.
good. Guys, it's really good.
Yeah.
How many, like...
Mhm.
Go ahead.
But lawyer's the second best job? We didn't watch this sketch together, but that's another one from the Nate Bargatze
Yes.
SNL. Is lawyer's the second best
Oh.
job? I'm a lawyer. I just think engineer's the second best job. Okay. So,
I guess
many-
we have to go down, right? We have to open these columns. Like we did last time.
I think so.
All right.
How many...
Wait.
Is
I
this
don't
like
remember
the-
how to do that, so I'm leaving that up to you, but I can remember
Well, I believe we had to press.
what octopuses are.
Thank you, Teresa.
How many pillars are there?
there are two pillars. Both are glowing from within with kind of an evil red glow.
There are no other pillars then?
There are no other. It's just these two columns
Huh.
in here. Yeah.
Anything
like-
else in the room besides the altar?
There is that altar on the far side. If you, other than like the carvings on the wall, you guys don't see anything of note. It's in a way that this game is maybe a little more simple and straightforward. Clearly, the pillars are what's going on.
All right.
There's only one clickable thing in this room, and it's those pillars.
No,
Perhaps we should
I'm gonna go
investigate the
full
rest of the
Lucas
room.
Arts and just test out everything instead of clicking this thing.
Sure.
I'm gonna put cheese on this thing, see if it works.
Amen.
Last time we I have to remember. We have to rotate them to line something up, or did we push things?
You did. Yes, you did. I think you had to push things in a specific order. This time, however, there aren't sigils that seem to be pressable.
Oh
Yeah,
well.
it seems like it's more. These columns seem to be the light is coming through the seams of them.
Doctor Holden Thane. There is magic that I could use that could detect things. Is there an ability to do this with your space magic eye that you've inserted into my skull?
Yes, you should be able to detect all kinds of energy sources and tell you where it's coming from. And outlets and all of that.
How do I activate it? Do I have to take it out?
No, it should just do it kind of automatically. Let me see what I can...
Filion, as he kind of approaches you, suddenly something fills your eye. It is a strange... It's interesting because you can only see it in the new eye, not the old one. But it is this like silver box. It fills much, but not all of your vision. You see it looks like there's these like gems floating up in the top left corner of this box of green and red. And within the box, there appears to be a message graven. A message that you based on their lack of reaction that only you can see. It says, update available.
Wait! Sex Doctor Holden Thane, hold on.
Yes.
I am seeing something hidden here. There's a silver box. It appears to be invisible. There are gems inside of it.
Gems.
Yes, I see multicolored gems sort of spilling out the top of this. Yes, treason, treasure. It's hovering. Oh, it's moving everywhere I look.
Oh God.
It must be. It may be sentient. A lot of times.
There's invisible treasure around us right now. How do we grab it?
Does it say update?
We may have to kill it, treason. I need you to get your swords ready.
No swords. Does it? Is there any words that go with it?
Just start doing this.
Oopdot. Available.
I guess I forgot to install that for you. Just let me take a look.
He just or you could just tell him to like hit the red gem, but he's sure. Dr. Holden Thane can help get rid of that spectral image.
Hit the red one.
I will blast like a
It's fine. Go ahead. Make a magic roll as you blast. Are you blasting fire into the water?
Into the water.
No. It'll be just like a
Eldritch blast, like a pure magic.
like an eldritch blast. Yeah.
Go ahead. Okay.
That's a 7.
Make a luck.
Who
roll
do you
for me.
shoot?
Make a luck roll.
Which one of us are you shooting?
That's a failure. That's an 84.
Beautiful. Roll another D100. This is an evens odds thing, or just any single die is fine.
44.
44. Filion kind of spinning around, reaching for it. I'll say that not only do you not manage to hit it because he's hit the red gem, so you're firing at it, so you didn't just reach out and touch the thing, but instead Filion fires a rather powerful burst of magical force, a 7, which for you in magic that's at least it's an extreme.
Close to a vital, yeah.
Close to a vital. Just this beautiful, powerful beam of force energy which impacts directly into the Fang column. And stones are blasted apart. And suddenly, Filion, who can't see much because his other eye is full of this thing still, Filion sort of sees, the rest of you see like a burst of light and flame as if something is being unleashed from within that column. And the Fang, you realize now what the Fang represented, what the tooth represented, as suddenly, courtesy of the brick and minifigs in Louisville, Kentucky, where I picked this up, you see a giant alligator. Actually, its mouth is opening from the top. A giant crocodile, which attacks.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So,
Doctor, it seems to be impervious to magic. I didn't even see it connect.
Oh God. Well, you don't need to shoot it with magic, but I think we can. You just got to reach your hand out and touch it.
As the crocodile attacks with kind of this, and it's a massive thing filling up like a it seems bigger than what would have like it. You suspect it either was bound in a smaller size or something, Dr. Holden Thane, but clearly it is now entering the room. We're gonna do a combat sequence. So everyone, tell me what you would like to do in this combat sequence.
Are we swimming?
You are all swimming. However, because you are all in these suits, you have sort of like the D&D equivalent of a swim speed, so you're not impeded by, like, if you'd been down here with other means, you'd be in trouble. But since you're all in dive suits, you have, they've got like jets and motors and stuff on the back. So
Cool.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
You say it's big, right? A
Very
big
big.
gator?
Big.
Bigger than the ones they have down in, oh man.
And I think it is a crocodile, not an alligator, because alligators open like that, right? Crocodiles open like that.
I'm not a biologist.
I never remember.
I'm a biologist, apparently.
I think it's alligators. Because alligators are the ones that you can just sort of press you can hold their mouth closed very easily because they can snap down really hard, but they can't open their mouth very easily. Like they don't have a lot of strength to open their mouth. Which is why like alligator wrestlers can do that.
I'm trying to think.
There's
Interesting.
crocodiles.
Is Jim Florida Man? I'm trying to decide whether I'm Florida Man or not.
No, because you're average, and that's a psychopath.
Yeah, Florida's not average. You're like Ohio. Like you're
No,
like
Ohio has the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You're Cincinnati.
Oh man.
Indiana is probably more regular.
Bloomington, Illinois.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm just saying the Midwest. As somebody who's from the Midwest, you're just from the Midwest.
Oh, don't you know? I don't know. I don't have my Midwest accent, so that's.
Oh, don't you know? Hey, you get to go
Wait.
to the store and you get your groceries in a bag. And
Did you
get
just
real
wiki
warm
dive it
stuff.
right now?
Guys, wait. Crocodiles can be 8 meters long?
Yeah.
That's too big.
Yeah.
Crocodiles can be massive. That's why crocodiles
That's
I know are
pronounced
bigger
massive.
than gators.
Crocodiles can cross oceans, Philip.
Sorry, this is a croc.
What is... Oh, wait, I'm supposed to look at the snout shape. Is it U or V? Ah. Do you think U or V?
You.
That's a U.
Ew.
Based on this chart, it might be V, but I see what you're saying. If it's
It is
U, it's an
U,
alligator.
You don't have the original packaging for this thing, huh? It was like in a
What do you
bucket.
want it to be, Philip?
No, I want to be accurate, but great question about
Crocodigator.
Lego.
We need to be accurate on the genius
Look.
of this Lego.
Crocodiles aren't made out of plastic either. You're
Nah,
good.
the Lego ones are. Yes, I
Did you
believe
know
it
that
is.
our Lego bodies are plastic? Your
No.
gym body is
I am
plastic.
flesh and bone.
They are alligators. It's an alligator.
Okay.
Okay.
Which means I.
However, it's an alligator that's 8 meters long, the size of a crocodile.
Trees is gonna do what she's good at.
Okay, Treason will fight.
Ew.
Easy for Trees. Easy for Treasy.
Yeah.
80 for Brady.
The only easy for Treasy.
Easy for Treasy, 80 for Brady. Philion, what are you gonna do?
I'm simply going to press this
But
gem.
Oh my god, Philion's whole thing is just trying to press the gem so he can see.
God damn
I
it,
don't know that there's
Grandpa.
anything else
Learn
to-
how to use the tech.
I'll tell you what, Philion. Because you
Reach out
can
and
hear
take
the
this
sound
gem.
of a battle going on, I will allow you to attempt 2 things. 1 is touching the gem, 2 is magic. You'll have a penalty on both rolls, unless you legitimately are going to be like, if there's a fight going on, I'm not going to endanger the fight, I'm just going to press this gem, and you're not going to try to participate. You
Well, no,
can
clearly
tell...
this gem, this magical box that has appeared is the secret.
Love
I
it.
need to solve it.
All right, Dr. Holden Thane, what is your plan going to be?
first of all, also crocodiles are more likely to be in salt water.
This is a...
This is Lego water, so who knows?
That's true. The salt is... There's just like... The water is just full of like white 1x1 bricks to represent the salt water.
That's so funny.
It's so big.
That's so
That's
big.
entire salt shakers. Like...
What's your plan going to be, Dr. Holden Thane?
Who's it closest?
Oh, that's Galinorian Saber makes a good point. Would it say later or after a while? Because that will let us know if it's a crocodile or an alligator.
But I think it's in that way you say to them. You say see you later, alligator, and they say after a while, crocodile. Oh, so that means the alligator says after a while. And the crocodile says see you later. Oh my god, that is a mind fuck. That's like the thing of if you go guys,
Impossible.
If you go to the village with two barbers, and one barber has a good haircut, and one has a bad haircut, which cuts your hair? After a while, crocodile, said the alligator.
Dr. Holden Thane just leaves. Can't handle this. Just leaves.
Think about it. Ooh. Oh, to make my hair look nice, I shall go to the one with a bad haircut, because the other guy has a good haircut, and I want what he has, and he can give it to himself.
But the one with the bad haircut tells nothing but lies, but the one with the good haircut tells nothing but truths.
If you come to a fence in the middle of a wood, damn. Good point.
Anyway, no matter
I can't
what,
cut this boy's hair. He's my son.
Rats. Because there's no female barbers, exactly. You got it.
no matter what, Jim's Florida man and just running at it to grapple the mouth of the gator if he's big enough.
A man is dead in a room with no doors or windows next to a block of ice. Or a melted water, because it was ice. Damn, the knife was ice.
Damn it.
Damn it. Crisscross.
But yeah, I'm just going to try to press the button on the box. That's my turn.
Perfect, Dr. Holden Thane.
Is there anything else in this room to, like, you know, jaws this thing? Throw the thing in his mouth and blow him up?
Ooh. Make a luck roll.
That is a 39. Dang, one over.
Just a normal
Hard
success.
success. Yeah.
With a normal success, there is no, like, there are some, like, pieces of rubble that you could sort of throw at it and maybe get stuck in his considerable jaws. But there is no, like, had you rolled literally a 1, I would have been like, sure, there's like a tank. There's like a tank of, there's like a tank of compressed air. No, yeah, there's not a convenient explosive handy.
And would an octopus want to fight a crocodile?
A very interesting question, Dr. Holden Thane. Because it is a mental thing and you're a brainiac, I'm gonna let you roll without a penalty. You don't have like the specific biology.
You can have it now. What do you, biology?
No.
Bioscience?
Yeah. The thing is, because you have medical science and sex science, it's in the zone. So.
And also science.
And you have science as well.
What if you... I think you just described hentai. I think you're a doctor of hentai now.
I'll tell you what, you can choose medical science or sex science and make a roll on it. You'll probably need a hard success, or you could put points into biology, zoology, and then you would know.
Bioscience. Let's do it.
Biosci. All right. He'll put biosci. Sex doctor Holden Thane knows a thing or two about it. Let me tell everyone the story.
Oh, but he called it rock science, not bios. Let me call it animal science.
Yeah, there we go. We gotta give the kids a talk about the octopuses and the alligators, if you know what I mean.
All right.
Things are weird in 2250.
When a mommy and a daddy love each other very much, the mommy gets her tentacles, her arms, that is.
I hope in 2250 we are Lego people. I hope that is actually the trajectory of humankind.
I'll use the power to get a bonus. Why not?
I love it. It's worth it. Jim, what are you
3.
doing? A 3?
Wow.
Okay.
I mean, that is kind of the idea in a cyberpunk future, Millie, is that because our body parts become swappable.
Mm-hmm. We're just becoming Legos.
Yeah, you.
Oh god, are we in a cyberpunk dystopia? Maybe.
This body. Who knows what's real?
Anyway, I'm Florida Manning and trying to grapple the gator's mouth shut 'cause I've seen it in a documentary once.
Oh, I love this. Dr. Holden is going to try and throw an explosive in the mouth that you were trying to slam shut.
We're not
And I'm
communicating
attacking
here.
somehow.
All
This is
right.
fantastic.
Okay. So, yikes. Okay, so Dr. Holden Thane, you suspect that if there is a giant octopus that will be summoned here, that it and the alligator would likely fight each other. You do suspect that with your roll. You also suspect that whichever one wins will then try to eat the rest of you. But
it'll buy us time.
it could buy you time. So just so I understand, Jim is going to try to wrestle the alligator. Treason shall try to slash at it, and Dr. Holden Thane is Filion, sorry, the most important, Filion is going to try to touch the gem. And Dr. Holden Thane, if I understand this correctly, you are going to use scions or lasers to free an octopus?
I think so.
All right.
Because
Then
I will shout it out before.
you're gonna give a heads up, but
Yeah.
so I'm gonna say here will be the order of operations. Treason, you had weapons out already. You will get to attack first, so I'd like you to make your roll first. Jim, you'll be in a moment here.
If it's like I go up, I'll try and do like a cool slashy slash in the water where like I do like a matrix where like I like swirl over the alligator and try to slash it so that if somebody else hopefully in a moment if I could do something else, I was just gonna get in and out of the way as quickly as possible. You know what I mean?
Understood. So basically, you're gonna try to strafe and slice. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I just have a vision of Treason going ever so slowly, floating towards it to slice it.
Well, depending on how she rolls.
Like the Titanic trying to turn.
Yeah. So slowly.
What is my luck at? Well, okay, so I got a 28, so that's
Ooh.
a hard success.
Okay.
Oh wait! I got a bonus. I didn't roll.
Oh,
my
you
bonus.
get your bonus. That's true.
Oh no, 28.
28.
Um,
A hard success with pirate weapons is certainly good.
that is good. I will not. I was thinking if I want to spend 10 luck to make it an extreme, but I'm like, you know what? For this, I got a hard. That's good. That's nice.
I think a hard is here. So
Everybody's doing something.
as this thing is like opening its jaws, preparing to attack, Treason kind of very swiftly, using the blue goes over there. Filion, if you, as this is going on, with great patience, with great care, give me a fine motor skills roll as you try to tap the gem.
If we want to really role play, you'd lower that every episode.
73. Total failure.
Filion.
God, I'm just looking at him.
It's like reaching all around, floating.
I can't get any closer to it.
I will also say that as Filion floats, and there's rubble from the destroyed column, it is at this point that Filion is floating, Treason is slashing, Alligator is but Jim said he's gonna try to wrestle the gator. So Jim, go ahead.
Hold its mouth closed.
I've
seen it. It can't open its mouth effectively.
This is a fight. This is a physicality fight.
All right. Here we go. Oh, I'll spend a power to
Give yourself a bonus.
Yeah.
Love it.
All right, let's do this. $44, which is a success.
A normal success.
Yeah.
All right, so Jim, just as it's about to bite the literally helpless Filion, you do climb upon it and trying to floor a man. It is intense. It is crazy. I'm going to have you, because you're in direct thing of this, roll a resist harm under your vitality.
Resist harm. All right.
Resist harm. This is not a terrible danger you're in, but let's have you roll resist harm.
50. So success.
With a success, we'll have it. You will have to spend 1 power to avoid the harm.
All right.
As it's like, like you're basically, it's the thing
sure.
of like, you're making hand to, because even though you guys are in pressure resistance, you don't have to wear gloves, that's how it works. But like, you are touching some very spiky, so you're not taking you're not injured, you're not gonna have any stuff, but it's
2
taking
power
a lot
spent.
of power spent.
2 hours. 2 power spent.
But the main thing is, at this point, though you are a snack for an alligator, and again, typically these would sort of be going a longer thing, but this fight sequence, based on what Dr. Holden Thane's done, is going to have some definitive sections. So for the first sort of sequence of this fight, Treason has done some slashes trying to stay away from it. Jim's tried to wrestle it. Filion is flailing and floating and ass up trying to do this, which means Dr. Holden Thane, you do think that you guys are on borrowed time unless you change the situation big. So what would you like to do with your turn?
I'll shoot the octopus column.
Make a lasers roll.
Ruh-roh.
Wait, you can actually do things? This whole time you've had lasers available to you?
I used it last time.
Yeah, he took out he blew
Oh,
up
that's
the
Not a violence first.
No,
kind
he
of guy
took you
here.
out in episode 1 with the lasers.
It's also true.
Here to study. I'll use a power.
I love it. Is this before you've rolled or to re-roll?
Before.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it.
33.
A 33,
So
that is a hard
success.
success. So you had 2. Oh no, lasers only have 1. All right, so. Ooh, I'll have it come in from like.
And I'll shout out to Jim too, but
Oh no. Uh-oh. I've seen where this is going, so let's stay undead.
Okay, so they're gonna fight. So we now have section 2, which is both. So basically, this sequence is gonna have sort of 3 distinct sections. The first was where there was only an alligator. The second is that there's 2 things. The third is when there's only 1. So what would you guys like to do as these 2 massive sea monsters are fighting each other? And you know who's glad he's not here? One Boomerang Outback. Commander Boomerang Outback had one thing to say. Oh god, I really don't. Sea monsters are... You shouldn't go down there. There's big monsters down there. But you still don't know.
Good thing he's not wearing his red shirt today.
No, I don't wear red shirts. I only hire them. G'day. G'day. Good day to you all too. So says I. Boomerang Outback. Now quick. Let's put another prawn on the Barbie. That's right. We say prawn, not shrimp. Here in Australia.
Well, he learned the Barbie part, right?
Yeah. And I gotta get back to my Sheila. It's been a bonzer day. For lunch I had a 10-ounce sandwich, if you know what I mean, mate.
And Foster's.
Yeah, Foster's is Australian for beer, and Sheila is Australian for woman. I know. I'm Boomerang Outback.
Boomerang Outback.
G'day? Yeah, nar, boomerang, nar. So, what would everyone like to do for this phase of the fight?
All right.
We know what Fillion's gonna do, so we can get later.
Is there a way I can like remote into the Fillion's eye to fix whatever's going on there?
You could attempt to take control of that system. Yes, it would. If you're going to try to do other things this round, there would be penalties on stuff. But yes, I would easily let you do an operate equipment to take control of his eye.
Yeah,
and
I will. Seeing him flail about, I will try that.
Okay.
And then,
love it.
And then, are we? I forgot why we came down here.
Did anything in the temple change when both pillars got wrecked?
Jim, if you would like to suspend, because right now, as these two titans fight, technically speaking, you are on one of them. So if you would like to get away,
Oh, yeah.
and instead, so if anybody would like to do it at this moment, and you could do so, you could investigate those pillars, right now. So Jim, you
What's left
absolutely
of the
could do that.
pillars?
What's that?
What's left of the pillars? Were they broken?
What's inside? Like the pillars have burst apart. You could go to there and see if you see anything that was hidden with the monsters. Absolutely, you could do that.
And then
As the as the crocodile's flailing, I'm looking for opportunity to jump off to go towards the pillar.
Perfect. I have 2 rolls for you. Great. Okay, Dr. Holden Thane, yes.
I think last time there was like a secret passage in this room.
There was a secret passage at the back of this room behind the altar. Yes.
Could I look after helping?
Understood. So you're going to attempt to deactivate Filian's thing, and then you're going to go.
And then
Love
go
it,
to there.
absolutely. Treason. What would you like to do?
I would like to examine this battle of sea beast titans and use my knowledge in sea beasts and try to see if I could come up with what my knowledge knows about fighting these creatures, and if I could garner anything that would help us with whoever wins, or if I could aid one in something, you know what I mean? To
I
like
understand
kill
what
the
you're
one
saying.
that's more dangerous.
I
Like, if there's
understand
one
what
that's
you're
more
saying
dangerous,
completely.
Yeah.
All right. So okay, and at Filian, I assume you're trying to touch the gem.
Yes, the red gem seems to be the key to everything.
All right, so here is the order of operations of how this scene is going to go. Treason Steel, I'm going to let you do your knowledge of sea beasts first, because I let Dr. Holden Thane do that last time. I'm going to let you do a kind of a knowledge information. This is a thing you are an expert in. I know that some people write very erotic fiction about octopuses fighting alligators.
The Commodore?
The Commodore is probably... Well, the Commodore does know a lot about arms and tentacles, so maybe.
That's what, yeah, he's into the tentacle part. Treason might be into the alligator part, who knows?
Arms, Treason. There's no tentacles here. They're arms. Be a good girl and get that right.
Don't ever call me good girl.
No.
God.
The Commodore is a troubling individual for a lot of reasons.
He is a troubling individual, and she loves him. Unfortunately, she loves him.
Why.
I don't know why either.
Oh
She
no.
doesn't know why either.
Stockholm syndrome, most likely. It's been my assumption.
Stockholm syndrome exists
Both
when you were
accounts.
around?
Well, she probably has kidnapped him. He's kidnapped her. It's just this messy situation.
Stockholm syndrome is a curse by the wizard Stockholm from the northern forest.
That must have been what happened to one of your kids.
Oh.
Aye.
All right, I'm gonna spend a power so I get a bonus.
Love it.
Because I want to roll really well.
I love it.
And I did. I got a 1.
A 1?
1.
She knows everything.
Treason.
It was about them
Think
beasts.
about beasts.
Here is what you know.
And I rolled a 31 and a 1. Either way, I would have gotten a hard success or
Hard success or absolute vitality. All right, well,
Yes,
quick. Oh,
absolute
and here, I'll
vitality.
click Sea Beast for you because I know, yeah. So, with your knowledge of sea beasts, Treason, you suspect that according to my research here, I think a lot of things say octopuses would stand little chance against alligators and crocodiles. They just don't have means. So Treason, I'll say that with your 1, you know that this is no ordinary octopus. So it's going to put up a better fight than most would, but the crocodile will come out on top. And
Which is bigger?
The bigger,
Yeah,
the body of the crocodile is much larger. The reach of the octopus is much larger. In this instance, these are not to scale to each other.
Right.
So Treason, you suspect that the alligator, sorry, I said crocodile, the alligator will win in the end. So if you wanted to help, if you wanted to, like, if you were, but like, if you helped the octopus, maybe it would be a more even long.
Well, and then with having my vitality, would I know that it would be easier for us to defeat the octopus?
No, either one will be challenging for you. The worst would be if this is a you and the Commodore situation, and this fighting is a prelude to them teaming up and killing you all.
Right.
You don't want to be the French mimes in this scenario.
No, not
the
at
time with you and the Commodore and the French mimes, the one thing you don't want to be is the French mimes.
The mimes were the worst. Yeah, that's so true. That's
God,
so
you
true.
guys killed so many mimes, and the worst part is, as they died, they all just went like this.
I know, it was so unsatisfying because you didn't get to hear their cries of pain. It was brutal. And then they tried to they couldn't even hit us with that thing. They thought they were protected in boxes. It was the worst. The worst fight.
If you want, I can magically recreate many screams for you later.
So, Treason, so basically you got that for free. Now you may choose your activity for this second phase of the fight.
So what I will do then is that I'm going to, I feel like, I'll just say, I think the alligator's going to win. Do we prefer if we fight one or the other? Quite loudly, quickly.
There's an octopus and an alligator here.
I prefer not fighting either. I say as I'm holding on to the gator still.
Just pick one.
Octopus.
What are either of those things?
Fight the octopus or kill the octopus.
Help the octopus.
I abstain from this vote.
Wait,
So
did you ask fight the octopus or kill the octopus? That's a very reasoned question.
We fight it or kill it? Help it. Okay.
Save the octopus.
All right. So Treason.
So I'm going to then swim around another cool little spinny move. I feel like just like a spinner dolphin, and kick my legs, use my momentum, and I'm gonna appear behind Jim, and I'm just gonna slam my swords, just pierce and hold on, and I'm just gonna look up at Jim and just say, "You might want to let go."
That's the plan.
All right. So Treason is going to take the fight to the alligator in dramatic style, replacing Jim as the one clinging to it like a mad person. Jim is going to, hopefully upon escaping from that, so we're going to do this in the order, Jim is then going to investigate.
Do you need me to make a roll for
I will have you make a roll,
weapon?
but your roll will actually not be the first roll. Jim, it will go your roll, then Jim's rolls. Dr. Holden Thane, you also are holding a thing, but the very first roll that happens here, just because it will determine some other things, is Philion. Will you please make another roll to try to touch a gem? Bear in mind, there are other pop-up items now. You just saw something, and there's a really upsetting one that puts a dark feeling to you. Philion, you just see a new silver box. Actually, this box is limbed in silver.
Oh no.
But within it is dark black, the color of night itself. And in silvery letters it says something about a kernel panic. Proceed, Philion. What do you click?
Well, I have failed. I have rolled a 58.
Perfect.
Dr. Holden, there appears to be some sort of panic now happening in my eye.
Oh, God.
And at this point, Philion, you receive, your eye goes blue as you meet the blue eye of death.
What dimension have we all been transported to? Are you all still here? Everything is blue.
We're still here.
Aside from your other eye, which is seeing normally. But
Is it because we're in the middle of...
well, you see the flame. I mean, you all have lights on your suits and stuff, but yeah, it's really all... You probably do only see the blue. Okay, so Dr. Holden Thane, because of his failure, you do, in fact, have to make and operate equipment. If you're trying to do two things, you're going to receive a penalty on both. So that will get rid of the bonus you usually get on these unless you spend more power to keep it.
Got it. We got this.
Cool. All right, so make your operate equipment.
If I reroll, I can keep this one still, right?
If you reroll, you may keep what you've rolled.
All right, so I'll reroll. Should have just bought the bonus.
I get it.
Nope, that's worse. I'll keep the first one, which is a regular success.
Regular success. All right, with a regular success, okay, Treason has stepped away, so I'm going to stick with Holden Thane for a moment. Jim, we can't do yours until we see how Treason fares. Dr. Holden Thane, you spend some time on Filion, and you do have to do like a reboot of the eye. You could do it remotely, but with a little time, as a thrashing battle, the outcome of which we don't know yet happens, you are eventually able to reset Filion's eye. And Filion, your eye comes up, and for a moment you do see a silvery box hanging there that basically says, "Welcome to iOS." EYY. Yeah, welcome to iOS. 14.02.6. Would you like to see all the new features? But before you can even try to reach for anything, Dr. Holden Thane X's the hell out of that. No, you do not want to see the new features right now.
Oh my god, there's a dragon and a leviathan. How long has this been going on?
It's been here for a while, and it's an alligator and an octopus.
Are those the types?
It's just what they are, just big ones.
What does the
If
dragon
anything,
breathe?
you think it's if anything, you just think it's a kraken.
Treason Steel.
It's either an octopus or a kraken. There's nothing else in between.
It makes sense. Treason Steel, at this time, make your attack roll as you try to replace Jim with panache.
Do I do my other thing or later?
Your other thing, because you only got a normal, your other thing will happen in a moment after Treason at least sends Jim on his path.
Is that another?
I rolled exactly the same thing. I rolled a 56 on both with my bonus that I get for pirate weapon. I rolled exactly the same thing. I got a 56, but I'm going to spend 9 luck points and make it a hard success.
Understood. So with a hard,
So it's a 56 into 45.
And I'm sure you've already clicked your pirate weapon, so it doesn't matter that you don't get to click.
I did.
time,
That's why. That's why I'm using it now, because I already was like, oh, I can. Yeah.
This is how to D100. That's how you D100. So basically, sure enough, Jim, you're holding on to this thing, but before you get sort of slashed and ink sacked and armed in the face, you are sort of you're kind of pushed to the side by old Treason, who tells you to get out of here.
Old Treason.
In the cool way, stabs down to kind of like lock herself onto this, help it giving an advantage to our octopus friend. Jim, because of this, I'm actually not going to have you roll to get free. So if all you're doing is investigating those 2 columns, you may make that roll now.
All right. Investigate is intellect.
Under intellect, yes.
37. That is I'll spend 2 luck to make that a hard success.
Spending 2 luck to make it a hard success. You
Never mind.
Don't.
Never mind. I haven't clicked this yet, so I'll remain as normal success. 37.
A normal success.
Yeah.
Roll any die. I just need an even or odd.
I'll roll the D13. No. 2.
Tilted towards 1. With a 2. Okay. Jim, you wind up going to the alligator column. Looking around within the alligator column as you're sort of trying to find any sort of special thing within, you notice that there are several little broken chains that look kind of vaguely magical and weird. In your escape room brain, you're like, a clue. You suspect that perhaps those were like keeping this much larger creature bound within this column.
Huh. Okay.
But what you also see is that there is, at the end of it, and I wish I don't have it handy, so damn, I'm not going to run aside because we're so late, but you notice there is like a lock. So the chains were broken, but a lock remains in place from within that column.
Huh. Okay.
That is what you find with a normal investigation. You could grab the lock if you wanted to. It's like it's near some broken chains, so you could just have.
I'll just grab the lock.
Cool. Dr. Holden Thane, you are going to go and seek out a passage at the end. Make an investigation roll to find the secret passage. I'm going to say that because you ordinarily would get a bonus on this because you remember where the last one was, so this will be a flat roll for you unless you spend more to give yourself a bonus. But the penalty you got will be canceled out by 1 bonus for knowing where you're going. You're muted.
You're muted.
I'm using a power to I really should just buy these bonuses.
I get it.
25 hard success.
With a 25 hard success, Dr. Holden Thane, it doesn't take you long to find a secret passage out of this chamber. Back behind the altar, exactly where you expected to find it. Once again, whoever has built these uses a similar blueprint and includes a similar fast escape methodology. So, Treason has had a hard success twice against this massive thing who is now fighting an octopus. Ordinarily, the alligator would have a huge advantage, but in this instance, because of Treason's assistance, I'm going to say they are at even odds. So, I'm now going to roll on their behalves. I don't roll too many D100s myself for bad guys in this, but sometimes I do and it is really fun. For the alligator.
Come on, octopus.
Guys, the alligator has rolled a 22. That is a hard for the alligator.
Come on, octopus.
For the octopus.
Let's go. I gave you advantage, bro.
In D&D terms, I think you got rid of its disadvantage.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. Made it a straight roll.
Did it still fumble?
If anyone would like to, if you want to, you could give a power so that the octopus could re-roll. Because the octopus has rolled a normal success, not a hard. Which means the octopus is going down.
I'll give it a power since I'm in this fight. I'm deep in it with them.
All right. Try again.
So I'll give him one.
A 16. That is also a hard success.
They kill each
For
other.
the octopus. Because the octopus does not have 80. It would need 60 to have 80 over the thing. I will say that the octopus, so basically they're at an even thing, but they... Ooh, yeah, do they... Okay. There is no clear winner. The fight continues, and now this round, you guys may do as you want. They are not done with. You've kept them on the edge, and thanks to the additional power you've given, we'll say that was in the form of you stabbing the alligator even harder from over. But the alligator had the octopus like this.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you could see it better from my angle. But then there's just this one little sword in there, so it can't quite bite.
It's like I hit a kidney or an artery or whatever, and it's like now starting to bleed from the inside, and it's just
and its teeth
and it's just like that.
All right, so final round. Now nobody's hidden behind update prompts. Jim's holding a lock in hand. Treason is still on the alligator. The alligator and the octopus, they're in a death match. Oh, also Treason, make a resist harm roll.
That's under vitality.
It's under vitality.
Yes, I was correct.
Yay!
Look at me.
Yay!
Ooh, that's really good. I got a 13.
A 13. That's an extreme. You take no damage.
Yeah.
Despite despite your
Hell
swords
yeah.
being stuck into mouths and you're being battered by a lot of arms. And every time you're hit by one of these tentacles, you hear the Commodore saying, "Arm. Arm. I sing of arms and the man. Classics."
I'm just gonna scream back at the voice in my head, being like, "Just let me do what I'm good at."
Oh, I never stop you from doing what you're good at.
Oh man.
Except for when I arrest and try to hang you many, many times. So, anyway, aside of that,
And the safe word.
the safe word is, "Oh God, I'm in agony." Let's see. With that, poor the Commodore. What an interesting guy. What would you guys like to do for this final round?
I'll quickly fly speed
Swim
over
fly?
the swim fly
Mhm.
over the octopus and head over to behind the altar where the doctor went to.
Jim's plan is Operation Escape. I've got a little.
Wait, which column did you pull the lock from?
Alligator. But I want to scan the octopus one as I pass by, see if there's something in there.
Oh, you want to check the octopus one? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Jim, great. Filian, what are you gonna do?
How many magics long is the alligator?
The alligator's about 8 magics long.
Um,
The octopus has a reach of over 10 magics.
very
but
good. Very
its
good.
body core is more like 3 or 4 magics.
Whatever you do, don't cast chain lightning underneath. It'll be a bad idea.
You should probably cast
Obviously.
chain lightning. Actually, just cast
you know
chain
what?
lightning. That's usually.
I'm going to follow Treason's example and cast a cloud of daggers. I guess it would be a school of daggers. Just sort of
Underwater.
on the alligator's this sort of water dragon's head.
Okay. Now, treason is close to that head.
I thought you were stabbing in the back.
Like I
first.
said, I figured I was like at the shoulder, like right below the shoulder,
Okay, fair
doing
enough.
doing
That's
one
fine.
of these with my sword.
Gotcha.
So the head is free.
The head is free. Fair enough. You could focus. It's
I'm
a
like,
5-foot cube,
yeah.
10-foot cube.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can
It's
put it in
it's
there.
roughly slightly less than 3 magics.
Understood. All right, Filian,
Call
you're
it a
going to
bitch.
put that on. Dr. Holden Thane, what is your plan?
I guess I will. Is there any kind of like rubble or something you could bring down on top of them without hurting these two?
It would be hard to not, because treason is on the back, so it'd be hard to not hurt treason by dropping rubble, unless you told treason to get out of there as her action, and then you could without an issue.
I'll yell to both of them to let's go.
Everyone get clear. Got it. Okay.
Assuming Jim is actually going to check the octopus one first. to make sure
Understood.
there's
So I
nothing.
see the order of operations here. Got it. Treason, what are you going to do upon hearing that?
I say, but I'm doing what I'm good at.
I knew that was coming.
And then I will sigh. But I will not leave without another hit though, because that's treason. So
Perfection. Okay.
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like put my feet on the back of the alligator, like I'm like
Oh,
riding,
that's very
like surfing,
that's very
riding
easily
it.
done. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Perfect. Yes, exactly. I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna use that force of my legs to like pull my swords out from where they were, in the side. Again, I imagine they're like, yeah, in the. Oh, amazing! You're killing it. You're killing it, Philip. Perfect. And I'm gonna use that momentum to like push myself and the swords away. And with that, I'm going to, with the holes that I've already created where I had the swords in, try and use them as to like fully slash from one to the other to make a big cut in between. So it's, instead of two just giant holes, it's like I'm creating like slashing this
You're
way.
connecting your holes. Got it. Okay.
I'm connecting the dots.
Wish I hadn't said what I just
maybe
said. Everybody.
set-
would do it, yeah. I once again
Connecting
connecting the holes. It's a,
Never connect the
connecting the
holes.
dots.
we're gonna
Connecting the dots.
we're gonna give this alligator an episiotomy. Okay, so at this point,
And then hopefully it carves that just shoulder chunk off of him and he dies. But who knows?
okay, in that
That's
case,
the plan.
in that case,
As I
so
leave and swim away.
you're gonna be doing a double. Jim will be doing a double. And Filion, you're sort of going to do your thing, I assume. Actually, Filion, you can do yours first because no one will be in the zone of what you're doing. So,
Okay.
Filion, if you will please roll a magic and spend. Cloud of Daggers is what, a 2? Yeah. So spend your appropriate number of. If we haven't talked about this in a while, Pierce basically can just cast any spell in D&D by spending that much power.
So it's like a power per level.
Whatever level it is,
The
just
power
spend
per
that much
level
power.
spell.
Yeah. We're just saying that Filion knows all the spells. He's like
regular success.
with a regular success.
Yeah.
A regular success will hit this thing in its head. There will be some dagger damage done to the octopus. But now this
And there are
alligator's,
2 monsters before me. They should both die.
alligator's getting it from a lot of directions right now. So that is step 1. Step 2 is that Jim is going to be trying to check something while moving. So Jim, you're actually going to have, since you're sort of trying to do 2 things, you're going to need to make a move roll, but you're also going to need to make an investigation roll while moving. So that means you're going to get a penalty on both of these rolls. So make the investigation one first as you sort of glance over there.
Investigation.
You know what? If you wanted to, I'd let you do look just so you could click another box.
All right, look, indeed.
And you will have to roll 2 and use the higher number
Okay.
because you have penalties.
That's right. I'll spend a power to remove the penalty.
Love it.
That's fine. 50, which is a success.
Of success. So, with a glance inside, Jim, you do notice there is also a lock in here, but this lock has a different decoration than the lock that you have, and yet it does actually seem like maybe they have some pieces in common. Like maybe these locks could be brought together to some end. I will let you, as part of your move that you now have to make, you could try to grab that lock as well.
Alrighty. Will do. This is
Alright.
also a penalty, right?
This one also has a penalty.
No, it doesn't.
Ah, no, it doesn't. Very good. And if you'd rather use operate equipment than move, I think for you they're the same number, so it doesn't matter. But you can choose which one, because I will either let you do this through, like, you're either kicking and letting the machine enhance your own physicality, or you're accurately activating the, jets and things.
Nah, move.
Move.
Alright. Let's do this one. Reroll power.
Reroll one more power for a reroll?
Yeah. Well, it starts with a 5, so I succeed either way. 59.
Perfect. Okay.
Just barely under my 60.
All right,
All it
then
takes.
with a 59, you do manage to get back to where Holden Thane was holding up. At Holden Thane, you see that he did reach in, and now he has 2 locks. So you suspect that Jim has probably accomplished the mission that you guys came here for. It is now the turn of Treason. So Treason, you're going to attack and then kick off. So Treason, you will have penalties on these as well. Your first one is on your pirate weapons, although that just means it's a flat roll, because you always get a bonus
roll.
on this, so this one's just a flat.
Pirate weapons. Okay, I got a regular success.
Regular success. So, I'm gonna leave it there.
76 regular success.
With
You're tempting me. I'll do it. I'll spend a power. I don't care.
I don't mean to
Okay.
tempt. I was just confirming. I didn't want to speak.
I like the tempt. Ooh, yeah, that's much better. That's a 11.
11 takes you into the realm of the extreme. So, at first you were worried that you weren't going to quite connect the dots, but you do manage to bring your swords together across the back of this beast. You don't, even with an extreme, you don't fully it's more that you're like cutting open the scales within. You have not fully severed
Yeah.
it, you know, because it's so hardy and thick and big of a thing.
Yeah, that's
But-
totally. She's also probably not that strong enough to do that. So
Yeah,
it's fine.
but you definitely managed to connect the dots. You managed to, go scar to scar, wound to wound, and you do kick your way off. But at this time, I need a move with a penalty.
Move? Okay. Move with a penalty, so I take the lower
You'll
or
take
the higher.
You'll take the higher, yeah.
Yeah, I'll take the higher. Ooh, okay.
It's always dangerous, but it happens.
Oh, okay. I got 9.
The higher
This
was
is
a 9?
success.
What?
Yeah.
This is
So
your
you
day.
you rolled double zeros on both?
No, I got 69. Sorry, no, I got a 69 and a 49. So I
Oh.
got 69.
Oh, I thought you said you had a 9. I was like, that's impressive. But a 69 is
No,
one
no,
under a
no.
success threshold for you, so that's great.
No, 69. That's what I'm saying. So I succeed.
And
Nice.
as a bunch of creeps, we all put nice into chat because someone rolled 69.
Absolutely, as you should.
And if anyone
That's nice.
should, based on the visions, she's. Oh, yeah. I guess that Treason, what you witness in your mind is nice. So
Perfect.
he came into focus right when he said it and then left. That was great.
He did. It was
so-
so
Our voices are
incredible.
getting dangerously close together, I feel.
Indeed. That's why she likes listening to you so much.
That'll be the craziest plot twist.
Don't you
Filian.
understand? Once I time travel, I will become Filian in my dotage in about 6 years. So, Treason, you managed to get over to the side. You've badly injured this thing, and in fact, you've injured it bad enough that the octopus is now wrapping itself onto it and pulling it apart. The octopus is scoring a victory. The octopus has been cut up by this, but between your shots and the alligator getting the brunt of the cloud, or rather, what did you call it? The
School.
school of knives. The octopus is now getting some sort of upper hand, but the octopus with its evil red eyes notices all of you, and you can tell that it wants to come for you all as soon as it's killed this thing. And there is a bad feeling of an octopus, because they have no like skeletons. Octopuses can go through such narrow holes. I'm sorry, it's just how everything's coming out tonight. The point is, they can really get in there. So it could probably follow you through this narrow passage, this narrow secret passage, except Dr. Holden Thane has not taken his turn. Dr. Holden Thane. Lasers, lasers, lasers.
Let's do some lasers.
Lasers.
We're gonna.
Actually, you know what, Dr. Holden
Raid.
Thane? I'm going to take that back. I don't want you to roll lasers.
Okay.
You've already rolled lasers. Because what you're doing is the application of lasers, but involving all the trigonometry, the angles of exactly where you're going to shoot. Roll science.
Science.
He hasn't checked that yet, so let's give him a shot at that.
A 3.
A 3. A 3 is a vital success for Dr. Holden Thane. So, Filian, you've seen that Jim and Treason, they've gotten back. You didn't have to make a roll. You were close enough. You've done some magic to harm them. The octopus is like, now I've killed this thing, and now I'll come for you all. But that is when Dr. Holden Thane, with perfect aim, shoots a bunch of lasers up at the ceiling, knocking loose all of the rocks and are there stalactites in underground things? Because how would the water be dropping? Maybe they formed and then the water flooded in. Guys, the point is, all the stuff up above, as above, on to below.
Smash.
It all smashes in, and you guys all made your moves in time that you're all able to now go into the secret
Because we
passage.
smashed, we can pass now.
Smash and pass. And Jim, if you would give me a navigate roll, track navigate.
All right. Navigate this.
Good lord.
We
25.
smashed and now we
So that
pass.
is a hard success.
With a hard success, Jim.
Wait, I have a bonus to this.
Oh, throw it on. You might get even
That
better.
is the lower. 25 is lower. So
Then Jim expertly guides you guys through these passages. Jim, actually, no, wait. Did you guys take your sharks into this room, or did they get crushed by rubble, or
I think we left him outside because we couldn't fit him.
I think you did leave them outside. So Jim, I'll say with a hard success, you managed to lead yourselves back to them, and you guys can get back aboard your shark scouts and head back out of this passage toward the waiting Shark 1. And because it is 9:20, with this very impressive mission completed, and what you are confident is you have found the magical things you were looking for, and they are the next clues in this never-ending fetch quest of a series we call Theme Party, that you have completed your mission with flying colors. Though, you probably all could use a few hours of rest, since you've all used a lot of power fighting.
Yeah, once I get back onto the submersible, I'm just face planted, ass up.
Yes, as...
Oh, everyone's a stomach sleeper in this world.
Yeah, exactly.
I hope that when we get back to the cruiser or whatever, we come in and I will just start telling Quill about everything that I accomplished, and Quill is just like, I did not see it, so I don't believe it.
Pixar, it didn't happen.
Yep.
But Dr. Holden Thane could be like, oh yeah, here's my recorder showing you everything that fake news, deep fake. We're underwater, it's a deep fake.
I didn't even know that word.
I have online friends, they teach me good stuff. Alpha male.
More
How do you know what online is?
No. Oh no.
A fish
Where are you
told me.
from?
A fish told me.
I believe you left the bird alone on your ship for a while.
No, he would have come with treason. Back down here.
Inside job. Science can't melt steel.
Oh God.
Oh.
Okay. I'm gonna scan this bird. See what kind of terrible
He would not have fit
interdimensional
inside the
being it is.
suit. He was the one guarding the cruiser while we were down there.
I'm pretty sure I can sell this bird a whole bunch of JPEGs that don't exist in the real world.
Yeah. Well, with that, good lord. Thank you all for watching, whatever the hell this is. Yeah, this has been we've been off of this game for a while, but I feel like you guys really got back to the tone of it quickly. I want to apologize for everything I said tonight. Just a blanket apology. It's an insincere apology because I'm not saying it won't happen again, because it will. Because it will. But
I am who I am. I apologize for nothing.
yeah, it's a better philosophy.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
In any case, though, thank you so much. This was a lot of fun. We are back on Wednesday with Formation Nation. That is it will be the final episode of Formation Nation. We will continue with, it's not the last you'll see of all those characters, but it is the end of sort of this arc of a story. So we'll be jumping into a new thing in the new year with all those fun folks.
Nation Formation.
Nation Formation. It's about the
Which is the actual writing of the constitution of this new nation.
I'm worried that Nation Formation sounds too much like Birth of a Nation, and that's not what's going on. So
That's fair. That's fair.
I want to move away from that. And then on Friday, we are back with Blood from a Stone. Going to be very fun. We are starting sort of a new phase of Blood from a Stone, so come and check that out. There's going to be some new overlays and all that kind of fun stuff. On Sunday, we are back with Strange Lore, and then a week from tonight, we're back with this game. So yeah, we have a few weeks of normalcy here in December, but then there will be another break. Apologies. Actually, there will be more of a break for this, because isn't this night will be both we'll be off of Christmas, then off for New Year's Day the week after that. Yeah, so but so it goes. You can just you can always just remember, if you're ever wondering, you can just think of the Commodore. Oh, I bet the Commodore does some horrible, like story, like Calm app, like sleep stories.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they're rough. Oh no, they're so condescending.
Is he even a Commodore anymore without his little things?
Oh, without his epaulets, that's true. He's probably, this is all just in Treason's head. He's probably been executed by now. Well, he lost his
the
epaulets.
ghost of the Commodore.
They're like, yeah. Oh my
We're
God.
gonna be coming back, and you're gonna see him and run towards, and as you get closer, you're gonna see see his head And as you get closer, you'll see it's on a pike. Just like
This got real dark.
And the cool thing about Legos is it's easy to do.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I tried to pull his head off, but you get the idea.
You got the Chef Everything Bagel treatment.
Oh man.
And at that point, when they find his dead body, Chef Everything Bagel will be like, "Oh, sweet, I could use that."
Oh no.
He just lands from the sky.
Ah, shit! Oh, sweet body. Oh, old but weirdly ripped. Okay.
Lots of scars.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh, whoa.
All the scars.
This guy's got this guy's got big leg energy, because that's all Legos can have. So in any case, well, I want to apologize
as we began.
I'd like to apologize for everything I've said since my last apology. It didn't get better. It didn't get better.
Did not.
Yes, what happened since I last apologized is the opposite of that famous campaign to like encourage like queer youth, that it gets better. What happened here did not get better. So okay.
My God.
Good times. Everything's still apologizing. Just apologizing out the window. So yes, those are our other streams. Join us for those. Go to our Discord to interact with us. Go to our YouTube to watch old episodes. Go to the wiki to see all the cool stuff that Sophia and everyone have put there. Anybody want to plug anything?
Nah.
Oh, and wait, is that Cantrip Candle thing still going on?
I think so. Sure.
Yeah. If you want to get some cool candles from Cantrip Candles, some tea lights, and you can use our you could put us down. It's like the community
thing. Yeah. If you look in their store, it's like the community candles where you can basically put our name down.
Yeah.
To vote for us.
It's a cool thing.
We can do that?
You can. Yeah. And it's you say Long Lost Lore, and then you say Long Lost Lore RPG@gmail.com. That's our.
And they're basically they're gonna divide up the proceeds among that and give those to these creators who get voted for, as just a way to like give back to the TTRPG community.
Yeah. And Sophia says awesome. The candles smell good. Sophia, are you saying there is a link in the Discord, or are you saying I need to put a link in the Discord? Is it link in the Discord or link in the Discord?
No, it's the first. It's always the first one.
But which flavor?
It's always the link is in the Discord, because the other would be give me the link. People don't.
Link
it's like the treason said, do we kill the octopus or fight the octopus?
I'm also pretty sure I already did. Great. Well, thank you everyone. This was a lot of fun. We will see you all next time. Until then, keep the theme party going. Do 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 brutally.